Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to all the subscribers. Let's get right into it. It's that time, y'all. I've been talking about it for the last couple months. My favorite time of year for sports in general, but really for basketball, is right now. The NBA preseason is in process, so the NBA season is getting to a start. But the main thing that is priority number one right now, at least, from my point of view, is the WNBA Finals. It's that time, y'all. Tonight, game one of the WNBA Finals. The WNBA Finals begin. We've got the New York Liberty versus the Minnesota Lynx. For those who have paid attention to women's basketball for a few years or maybe since the very beginning, for those of us who have been alive long enough to even see the WNBA start from its genesis, the Minnesota Lynx, they've won a couple already. This is not new territory for them. They've got a couple chips under their belt. The New York Liberty have never won in a WNBA Finals series, so this should be pretty interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said before, this is my favorite time of year because, this year was the same. The WNBA playoffs are usually really intense, and there's some great games and great series, a lot of rivalries, and the league is just filled with so many talented women, so many talented players right now. And the next generation, I feel like, is forming before our eyes. So for me, I'm excited. Wow, I'm excited to see Nafisa Collier play. I mentioned it before. She was my MVP for this season. I know Asia Wilson won again, and she's got a couple MVPs. But to me, as far as that player that you need on your team, like you can't win without this player. To me, that's Fee. She's had some spectacular nights. Her stat lines have been crazy consistently all season. Not to mention, she's also a mother. She just had, I believe it was her daughter, not too long ago. Obviously, it wasn't this year, but her daughter is still very young. So for her to be able to bounce back from a pregnancy and childbirth and be killing it like this, like I said, she was in MVP talks. Asia Wilson ultimately was awarded the MVP, but to me, it was really Fee's award, and hopefully next season, if she balls out like she did this season, Nafisa Collier can be in that conversation again. So that's how we have on that side, and of course, multiple role players on Minnesota's roster, and then on the opposite side, the New York Liberty, a team that has never won the WNBA Finals. Every year, they have a nice playoff run. They've got a bunch of great role players, and to me, the best player on the team. And I know this is probably hotly debated because a lot of people think it's Brianna Stewart. To me, it's Sabrina Ionescu. I talked about it before. She's an Oregon alumni, former Oregon Duck, and I'm biased. Why? She's from California, and I'm even more biased. She's from the Bay Area. Y'all know me. If y'all don't know me, look, I'm California, born and raised, Southern California, specifically, Central Coast and whatnot. But my pops is from the Bay, the Yay area. My pops was born in San Francisco. That's where he spent the first few years of his life. So my father, my uncle Hot Rod, shout out to Uncle Hot Rod, and my grandparents who have passed. That's where life began for my father and that side of my family. So always will always be well connected to the Bay. Will always have respect for the Bay Area, and always show love to it. So for me, I would love to see Sabrina get a ring. I would love to see her win a championship, especially because she's so early in her career. I think we've seen that she's a really smart point guard, and she knows how to lead her team, and great passer and relentless scorer. So either way, this is going to be a great series. So I'm excited for it. But me personally, like I said, there's some bias in here for me. I got a Bay Area, representative playing in this WNBA finals, and of course, she's an Oregon Duck. If y'all don't know me, hey, I'll tell y'all, I lived in Oregon for a little while. I did. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. Don't laugh. I lived in Oregon. I was covering the Blazers up there. Lived in Portland. Lived in the Portland metro area. So I'm biased. I'm never ashamed to say when I'm biased. I will always do my best to admit when I am biased. because that's important. You want to know when people are leaning a certain way. So, y'all know me. I've said it before. If you don't know me, I'll say it one more time. When it comes to sports, my main focus are my really three favorite teams, which are been a Lakers fan my entire life. Shout out to Laker Nation, purple and gold. So I'll always root for the Lakers. I'm always biased there. Dodgers, we just won last night, killed off the Padres, and we'll see how we do on Friday. But I'll always be biased there. Dodgers, Lakers, and then lastly UCLA Bruins, their entire athletic department. I'll always support and be rooting for them. Family connection there. So that's it. So yeah, once again, the New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx, two teams that made it to the WNBA Finals for the year 2024. Game one starts tonight, and then the schedule, you guys should see it. I made a YouTube short. I made a little short video, just a few seconds, giving you the full rundown of the schedule for the WNBA Finals. And it should be fun. I'm interested to know who y'all are rooting for, who y'all want to win, where you'll be watching from. And feel free to put that in the comments below. I love when y'all comment, and I could go back and forth with y'all on here and on social media like Twitter and Instagram as well. Once again, I want to give a shout out to all the subscribers. Y'all are the best. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I know y'all get the notifications every time I drop a new video or a new piece of content. So I greatly appreciate that support. And for everybody else, thank you for the likes and the views and the comments. And as always, I always say this at the end. Y'all should know the two words I'm about to say. Really one word, but I say it twice. Peace. Peace. This video is brought to you by Circuit City. For all your electronic and electronics needs, go down to your local Circuit City. Tell them 805 Just sent you. Tell them Just 805 sent you. Whatever you need, Circuit City has it for you. Go on down there, let them take care of you. And as always, y'all, peace, peace.